Hi guys, how are you? How you doing? Welcome back to our class about solving trigonometric equation. Today we're going to do the second part of this class. If you have any question, you can email us at successls2007@gmail.com, and you can also send us a text message at this phone number. Okay, our class is Trig equation. This is the second part. I'm going to solve more problem. Don't forget, as always, subscribe and like if you like it. And still, if you have any question, please let us know. Let us start our class. Okay, last time what we solved this equation, sine squared x minus 3 sine x plus 2. And I remember I told you guys, you can solve this equation as quadratic equation. 3-term, right? Polynomial 3-term, sine x, 2 number multiplied to the 2, add up to -3. Okay, these two number -1 and -2. Sine x minus 1 equal to 0, plus 1 plus 1, sine x equal to 1. There is one choice here for the sine x, which is 90 degrees. No two choices. Usually we have two answers, and you have to be able to know your answer in degrees and in radian. 90 is equal to pi over 2. Look here, the other side, sine x minus 2 equals 0, plus 2 plus 2, sine x plus 2. That's impossible, because the range of the sine and the cosine, if you remember my range for the sine and cosine, my range for sine and cosine is between -1 and plus 1 to -1. That your answer has to be between -1 and 1. Let us see what we have here. 2 sine theta cosine theta equal what? Sine theta. How are we going to solve this problem? Always I say the easy way, put your term in one side. Put all your term in one side. If you move minus sine theta, okay, that's good space. Okay, you move sine theta minus sine theta minus sine theta to make one of the sides 0. Okay, this side becomes 2 sine theta cosine theta. Now this guy, you moved it from here to there, is minus cosine theta, and this equal to 0. Good? 2 sine theta cosine theta minus. Now sine theta here and sine theta here, take them as a GCF. Sine theta, open parentheses, and please divide by sine theta. When you divide by sine theta here, I'm going to make it small, and here sine theta small will be 2 cosine theta minus 1 equals 0. Then now we have two possible solutions. Let me start with the red, because I have the red already. 2 cosine theta equal, okay, minus 1 equals 0. I'm going to do is 2 steps. Minus 1 equals 0. 2 cosine theta equal 1. Divide by 2, divide by 2. Cosine theta equal 1/2. We can write this as I told you before, we can write it theta equal this theta. We can write it theta equal cosine inverse of 1/2. Some books, some teachers, they use arc instead. They use arc cosine or arc sine. It's the same. Look here. Some books they use cosine inverse. Some books they use arc cosine. I have no problem with using any one of these two. I have no problem for me using cosine inverse or what. As long I'm looking for theta. This means What's the meaning of this? What's the meaning of this? Which angle has cosine equal to 1/2? Which angle has cosine equal to 1/2? That's the meaning of this. Which angle has cosine equal to 1/2? Who can tell me that? Who can tell me? I have in the table and we did it too many times. Right? Which angle has a cosine equal 1/2? Okay, I hear you. Cosine. Not cosine 30, cosine 60, guys. Then theta equal what? 60 degree. But the cosine, if you back to my last class, I'm gonna remind you here, the cosine is positive here and here. This is the cosine. My cosine in the first and the last quadrant. If I have 60 here, good, then I'm gonna have 60 at the last one. I have 60 here. But always we measure from where, guys? From here to here, right? Then my angle will be 300. Then what? Degree. Then this is my answer, theta. I have two answers, 1 or 2. 60 or 300. 60 degree or 300. Now, this in degrees. We need this in what? In radian. We need this in what? In radian, you have to memorize it also. Theta 1 equal pi over 3. I gave you this before in one of my tables. And this, since all this 2 pi minus pi over 3, 6, right? Over 1 times 3 times 3, 6, 5 pi over 3. Then I give you the answer in degrees. I give you the answer in what? Radians. Look at these two solutions only for this part. Now let us go to this part, sine theta, the blue one. Sine theta equals 0. When the sine, what does this mean in math? Mean sine inverse, right? Look here. Theta equal sine inverse 0 or arc what? Arc sine 0. Let me finish. Arc sine 0. Come on. Arc sine 0. It's the same arc sine 0, it's the same as this arc sine 0. Arc sine. Then this very well-known answers. They are very well-known answers. Theta equal 0, 180 degree, 360. You see this angle? All this angle has sine 0 equals 0, sine 180 equals 0, sine 360 equals 0. And radian, 0 is 0, this pi, and this 2 pi. How many answers I have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. You see? 0 for this equation. 0, 180, 360, 60, 300 in degrees. And radian, 0, pi, 2 pi, pi over 3, 5 pi over 3. The same thing, but these given in radians and these given in what? Degrees. One more problem. Three secant x. I let you made to think about this one. I cannot solve when I have secant and what? Tan. Either secant or what? Tan. Remember one of the formulas I gave it to you before. Here, I'm going to write it here. If you remember, 1 plus tan square x equals secant, one of the identities we took it. Good? You remember this formula now? Yes, you remember. Then either you get rid of the secant or the tan. I will get rid of the secant. Then 3 1 plus tan square x. You see, secant square x, this guy, replace it by what we call this method substitution. 1 plus tan, substitute, right? Yes, minus 2 tan square x minus 4 equals 0. Let us now solve this one and do it. 3 tan. What I'm doing, guys, I need to hear, yes, distributor, right? Distributor. Minus 2 tan square x minus 4 equals 0. Guys, what we have to do now, combine the like terms. Combine the like terms. This and this. Start 3 tan square minus 2 tan square x. Right? And here what we have? 3 minus 4 minus 1. And this equal to 0. Then isolate this guy. Tan square x equal to 1. Take the square root. Tan x, when I take the square root, how many times I said this? Plus 1 or tan x equal negative 1. Always when you take the square root, the answer could be positive, could be what? Negative. Could be positive, could be negative. Let me just make this one the blue and the other one different color. Okay, to be able, then with tan x equal 1 or what? 1 positive or negative. This is very well known. I'm gonna repeat this 10 times for you. I'm serious. Tan x equal to 1 only when x equal 45 degree. The only angle has tan equal to 1, 45 in the first quadrant and the third quadrant. First and third quadrant, look here. The tan is positive here and the tan is positive here. In this quadrant and this quadrant, every student take calculus. Please back to the mind old video. I think one of the videos I have it. Now, then 45 degree here and 45 here, which is 225. Why 225? Because we measure the angle from the positive x-axis. From here to here. We have 180 plus 45, 225. Then x equal 45 degree and 225 degree. Two answers, right? Two answers. Here. Pi over 4. 45. Pi over what? 4. Please remember, this guy, this come from 180, which is pi, plus pi over 4. 180 pi plus pi over 4, 5 pi over 4. We're done with this part. Tan x equal to negative 1. In the second, and the where? Here. And this 45, and here 45. The blue one, right? The first one, now we have 180 minus 45. 180 minus 45, which is what? 135 degree. This is the first answer. The second one, 90, look here, 90, 180, 270, 315. The second answer. Now that's in degree, How about in radian? How about in radian? What I have to do it in radian, guys? What I have to do it in radian? What I have to do it in radian, guys? I have 180, either 90 plus pi over 4 or 180 minus Let me use the green. 180 minus pi over 4. I'm sorry, 180 is pi, right? 180 is what? I heard you guys. Sorry. I'm so sorry. For 3 pi over 4. And 315 is 2 pi minus pi over 4. 8 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4. Then my answers in degrees: pi over 4, 5 pi over 4, 3 pi over 4, 7 pi over 4. In degrees: 135, 315, 45, 225. Now, okay. Do you have, guys, any question about this? Yes, we have a question. Okay, what next to problem here? Next to problem, this guy. Sine theta. It look easy and simple, but I can't solve it. I have sine theta and cosine theta. I'm gonna start this problem. I will not finish it today. I'm gonna leave you to try to let you think. Next time I'm gonna finish it. I cannot, what you have to use to solve this problem, you can't have sine and cosine. Then it has to be either sine or cosine. Okay, I'm going to give you some small hint. Cosine theta, cosine square theta, I'm sorry. This hint from me. Cosine square theta equal 1 minus sine square theta. Okay, this is the first hint. I have cosine theta, right? Then what I have to do, I'm going to square both sides. I'm going to square what? I'm going to square both sides. This square, square. This sine theta 1 times the, you can foil it at the side. Foil it. You remember foiling? You remember foiling, guys? Remember foiling? I'm going to foil it here. This guy. Sine theta plus 1. Sine theta plus 1. Which is sine square theta. Sine theta. Sine theta plus 1. Then this side. This side becomes sine square theta. I'm gonna become this side here, sine square theta plus 2 sine theta plus 1, right, guys? This and that equal cosine square theta. But I said cosine square theta equal what? 1 minus sine square theta. Then I'm going to leave you at here, and I promise, I will finish this problem next time, but try to finish it by yourself. Now what you're going to do, you're going to move this plus sine square theta, plus sine square theta, okay, to this side, minus 1 to this side, and you solve it, and you're done with this problem. All what I can say, be safe, be good. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to send me a text message. Study more, practice more, study more, practice more. Don't take an advantage because this online and it's easy for me to find the answer here and there. Just work a little hard. This situation is a weird situation, especially for math and physics. I know we have to be together, the teacher and the student, they have to be together to ask each other to understand more. But we're trying, both of us, both me and you guys, anywhere. Have a good day, be safe, enjoy.